Hello and welcome back to our Sitar Bhimpalasi Sitar lesson series. I'm Will Marsh. We're in our key of D today, and on this lesson 13 I'm going to start teaching you a wonderful Bhimpalasi composition in a rhythmic cycle that is called Jhaptal. And Jhaptal is a 10-beat rhythmic cycle. In Hindustani music there are many different rhythmic cycles that can be used with any given raga. Now teen tal, which is the most common tal, we've used this for most of all of our compositions in our previous lessons. It's a 16-beat cycle. It's the most common. However, we also use cycles of 7, 10, 12, 14, and many others that are a huge part of this music repertoire. So I think it's a great time to start expanding our repertoire of tal from teen tal to now incorporating Jhaptal, this 10-beat cycle. So before we start playing anything, even on the sitar, I want you to really understand this cycle. And there's something called the teka in the Tala language, and the teka is like the rhythm of the tabla playing this cycle. So we'll learn the teka and we'll learn how to clap and recite that. Now first, with 10 beats, there are many ways that we could arrange 10 beats, and this Jhaptal uses the division of 2, 3, 2, 3. So that's how we're dividing this 10 beats, is cycle of 2, cycle of 3, cycle of 2, cycle of 3. And why don't you just listen to me recite this once and then I'll do it with you. So for Jhaptal we have din na, din din na, din na, din din na. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Din na, din din na, din na, din din na. So I want you to try clapping this with me. And if you remember from learning teen tal, we have the beats that we clap on, and then in every cycle there is a wave. So in Jhaptal we have that on 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. On beat 6 we have this wave of the hand. So this is how we divide, as I mentioned, this 2 plus 3, 2 plus 3. So let's try this. We have clap for our first beat, and then we'll press our finger to show the second beat. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, wave 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Try this with me. Now with the language, din na, din din na, din na, din din na, din na, din din na, din na, din din na. Ni ni da pa ma pa ga ga ma. Ni ni da pa ma pa ga ga ma. So our composition that we're learning fits along with this 10-beat Jhaptal cycle. So this is important now that you have an understanding of how this is divided, how it moves. And so now we can go ahead and start learning this composition that fits with Jhaptal. Alright, so let's go ahead and learn the first line. We'll get the notes down and then we'll hear how it fits with the rhythmic cycle. So what we have is our first line. Breaking it down, we're bending from the pa fret to ni. Pa ni ni da pa. And then ma pa ga ga ma. Ni ni da pa ma pa ga ga ma. The right hand, da 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 ra da ra. fit over one cycle of Jhaptal. Now let's go ahead and put on this Jhaptal tabla cycle. And I have it set to 88 beats per minute. Nice comfortable tempo. And the composition starts on beat 1 from the ni ni da pa ma pa ga ga ma. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's hear it. Great. So this is our main line, the first line of the composition. Let's go ahead and learn one more line. So after we play this, sa ga ga ma pa pa ga ga re re sa. Try this with me here. We have from sa ga ma pa pa ga ga re re sa. I'll keep repeating this and go ahead and get the hang of it with me. So we have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Sa ga ma pa pa ga ga re re sa. Sa ga ma pa pa ga ga re re sa. Sa ga ma pa pa ga ga re re sa. This line happens once. After this we have re mi mi sa ma 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 ga ma ma pa mi sa. From re we have re mi mi sa ma 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 ga ma ma pa mi sa. Second line from re, 1, 2. Re mi mi sa ma 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 ga ma ma pa mi sa. After this, we're going to high ga. Ga re re sa re mi mi da pa ma ma ga ma re. And that brings us back to the first line. So this is the complete first half of the composition, the ashtai. Now, so that last line, we go up to high ga. Ga re re sa re mi mi da pa ma ma ga ma mi mi da pa. So I think the best thing to do here is I am going to slow down, play it with the tabla, and have you join in and get the hang of it through playing with me. So let's bring our tempo down to, let's do 85, and we'll do this whole ashtai. I'll repeat it a few times so you can start to get the hang of it. Din na, din din na, din na, din din na. Next line. From re, re mi mi sa ma ma ga ma ma pa mi sa. Now ga re re sa re mi da pa ma ma ga ma mi. Back to the beginning. Second line, sa ga ga ma pa pa ga ga re. Now Now re mi mi sa ma ma ga ma ma pa mi sa ga re re sa re mi mi da pa ma ma ga ma. Next line. From re, re, mi, sa, ma, ma, ga, ma, ma, pa, mi, sa, ga, re, re, sa, re, mi, mi, da, pa, ma, ma, ga, ma. Next line. Sa, ga, ga, ma, pa, pa, ga, ga, re, re, sa, re, mi, sa, ma, ma, ga, ma, ma, pa, mi, sa. One more time through. Next line. Re, re, mi, sa, ma, ma, ga, ma, ma, pa, mi, sa, ga, re, re, sa, re, mi, mi, da, pa, ma, ma, ga, ma. Ga, pa, ma, pa, ga, ga, ma, ni. So this is a great starting place to start working in this 10-beat cycle of Jhaptal. Take some time to get comfortable reciting this cycle. It's something you can do when you're waiting in line or just sitting somewhere. You can clap and keep this cycle going in your head, and then practice this first half of the composition. We're at 85 here. If you can speed it up to 90, that would be great as well. So take some time. Happy practicing. This concludes our lesson 13, and it's always a pleasure to share this music with you. There are other ways that I share as well, one of which is teaching in person. I can facilitate that online. If you would be interested to work in person with sitar, you can look at more of that with my website, willmarshmusic.com. And happy practicing. We'll see you on the next class.